Okay, I know. You're struggling with SC25 defending. To be honest, the truth is, if you know how to defend, you would be flying. Those who know how to defend, you're going to be flying through divisions. If you're conceding 5, 6 goals now, trust me, give it a week or so. At least watch my defending videos. I've been teaching the same way for the past 6 years. You're part of the Patreon. Make sure you watch those. But there's a few things you got to bear in mind, okay? First of all, remember how I told you, never kept laughing at me. You stop using these players like Hierro and everything with 80 pace. Get rid of them. Speed boost are going to be rampant. L1 triangles and through balls are going to be rampant. You need to have players that got high sprint speed. I don't care what anyone else says. I don't care what the pros are doing. Stop using players like Hierro with 80 sprint speed and saying, why am I getting caught in behind? Go high defense awareness, high sprint speed. If you're asking me, as I've always said, the jockey playstyle is the best defensive playstyle plus, okay? I promise you, you're going to see it now. Those that didn't do it, players like Kunde, you can get the Thunderstruck Kunde, whatever it is, 400k. That Maldini, the Ede Militao cards, they're some of the best cards inside the game. This playstyle, I promise you, you're struggling right now. Use this playstyle, please. And I promise you, it'll make a big difference. Then after you've used it, come back to this video and comment down below how effective it's been, and you will see a difference, okay? Because this will help you move faster. It will help you defend better, because when your AI is now off or not tracking that run, you can now press up and be quicker and defend quicker to that player. Player switching is also going to be very, very important. And that is why in terms of tactics, the 4-2-1-3, everything with CDMs are going to be even more overpowered now. Even more overpowered. Do you want to get better at FC25 now? Before you skip ahead, what if I told you if you join my FC school and you didn't get better after 1 month, I'll refund your money? I can say this because I've been running my FC school for many, many years, and thousands of students join and even stay on. We go over complete in-depth gameplay tutorials showing you both the theory of something and the gameplay examples using real-life examples in a structured format that's like a course. The videos are on a systematic learning system teaching you everything from the core mechanics, the basics, to the meta, so you can get better as a whole, with explanations that go beyond the scope of my YouTube channel. FC School has already started with every single tactical layout, focuses, meta cards, and learn the meta before it even becomes the meta. So come join thousands of others in a mature audience community for those looking to get better at FC25, patreon.com/nilguides, or click the link down below. Now, when you join, we already have a library of hundreds of videos, more than my YouTube channel, in fact, with new videos on FC25 getting constantly added, so you'll never run out of content. The biggest mistake people do is they spend thousands of dollars on FP points every year, thinking this will make them better, but it won't. But now it's time for you to make that change. Don't forget, if you don't get better after 1 month, just send me a message and I'll refund your money. That's the Nil Guides guarantee. Links down below in the description, patreon.com/nilguides. Because you have that protection barrier of 2 CDMs. The 4-4-2s, I think the 4-2-4 is actually very, very overpowered. We're just going to go over this one because I still think this is the best. I think with AI movement, with the roaming on the wingers, I made this comment. I'm not going to go over it too much because I've already mentioned I don't want to be too elaborate in these videos. But if you do the attacking wing back, you can create some of the best AI movement. So I would say put both your fullbacks on fullback defend. If you are used to having a fullback go forward, trust me, I think you don't need it anymore. I think try it like this. You could always trigger a fullback if you want to, but if you're really strong with defending right now, fullback, right back defend, fullback, left back defend, CDMs on holding. Do not lose the ball in your own half. If you just have this exact layout for your back four and your 2 CDMs, you can use the 4-2-2-2, the 4-2-1-3. You can use anything with 2 CDMs, the 4-2-1-3. What else is there? I'm trying to think. The 4-2-2-2. Anything with 2 CDMs, the 4-3-3, you'll be completely fine. I think, honestly, with the inside forwards roaming or even just them on attack and the playmaker on Shadow Striker, the AI movement is more than enough to win. So these are the tactics that I'd recommend. Now, if you're asking me, I think counter is a must, okay? Defensive approach. There's a reason why you might see me being one of the few YouTubers that did not recommend 80 depth on every single tactic, because I knew that although it had a benefit, people who had a high depth, for example, remember how the defense line were pushing up and it helps you defend? Doesn't work anymore. And that is why people are struggling, because they're used to applying aggressive pressure. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking, hang on, when I've been conceding, the reason why is because I've been pushing up high the pitch, I couldn't defend the way I am, and they're just skimming through me and running in behind. It's because you ain't got the players that are fast enough and your depth was too high. Put this back to 40. If you're really struggling, 31. Trust me, it will make a big, big difference. You think it won't, but watch your gameplay back. As long as you don't make any silly mistakes, I promise you'll be the biggest game-changing thing. So I'd recommend changing your depth. If you're 100% happy with your depth, you can, of course, leave it on 45. But look, again, if you're really, really not sure, chuck it on 31. And there you go. Simple. So this will be one of the best tactics. If you're asking me, there's two other tactics I think that's very, very overpowered. 4-2-4 was already meta. It was just a variation of the 4-4-2. I've explained to you how I like this more than a 4-4-2. And a little bit of a sneak peek. I think this would be one of the best formations right now, but probably everyone skipped this part of the video, so no one actually knows about this, but keep this secret. Don't tell anyone about this. But I think that with the CDM will help, especially because they've nerfed the distance between the back four. And that is why I'm saying keep your full backs tucked in. Don't lose the ball, because you lose the ball with your right back there and you're trying to make that run down the wing. You're going to get cornered behind. So yes, you can. Another thing you can do is you can, of course, do the center half like this. So let's say you're like, you know what, I love using this formation, but I need someone there. What you can do by doing this is that at least you have one player as a makeshift back five in possession. Remember, this is without the ball, this is in the ball. So the idea behind this is, so maybe I wouldn't put Gray here. Gray wouldn't be the best player to put here. I would put, for example, someone like Tonali wouldn't be the best player, but someone like Gray who can do that CDM role. So in fact, doing something like this, defend like this, would be the best way. So if you're really struggling right now, I promise you, do this. Okay, put Archie Gray or put someone that can high defense awareness, high sprint speed. You know, the new Evo that's come out as well. That will at least make it when you're attacking, you won't get counter-attacked as much, and you usually have someone there to protect the middle. Because what's happening is two people are now running into the same lane, and that's making it much more difficult for you to defend those central areas, especially someone who's trigger those runs. So that's what I'd recommend. So anything like this, of these tactics, so you can play either way, this way, or you can literally, don't do that. That's maybe I should have said, but that's just too much, okay? Because you need at least someone in the middle. Do something like this. And I think holding, if you're asking me, holding is fine. I know some people like, for example, they like using deep line play, make it defend. I think, especially because of the way you create the attacking threat going forward, holding is fine. And this should fix your defensive woes and just go something like this. And you're basically fine. Inside forward and advanced forward, probably the way to go now as well. And that is pretty much it. You know, now I'll be honest, fix your defending. So these are tactics I'd recommend. I think these are probably the best you can probably get now. I think counter is a must for the AI movement as well. Inside forward and counters are a must. And that's what I'd probably recommend if you're asking me. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to check out my Patreon. So it's patreon.com/nilguides. Links down below in the description. I've actually uploaded 4 videos today of gameplay, how to attack, how to defend, and just general patch changes. If you want to see gameplay examples and understand what's being changed, and also a video on what the meta is going to be. So you want to stay one step ahead, you can choose patreon.com/nilguides. Don't get buffed after 1 month. We'll refund you my no guides guarantee. And I also mentioned I'm making some changes to like the tactics videos. Tomorrow we're going to make a more simplified tactics videos of this, and then we'll kind of go into it tomorrow anyway. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and of course, catch you next time. Peace out. Don't forget, don't run out with your center backs. Fix your defending. Peace out, boys, and I'll catch you next time.